tells something, and then you go back and you see what he said, and it seems like the truth both times. He's so terrific at lying. I've never seen anybody so good.
We have nothing to do with Epstein. The Democrats do. All of his friends were Democrats.
Donald Trump says the Epstein scandal is a Democrat problem. He says it's a hoax.
President Trump, would you consider appointing a special counsel to investigate the Jeffrey Epstein investigation?
I have nothing to do with it.
And just a week later, Maxwell was moved to a more permissive prison camp in Texas. Why was she moved just days after you interviewed her, Mr. Blanche?
He says Republicans are being smeared.
He is a candidate. He is so dangerous, and what he brings to my country, what he's awakened in my country, is bigotry and distrust, supremacy. He tells something, and then you go back and you see what he said, and it seems like the truth both times. He's so terrific at lying. I've never seen anybody so good because I'm so traumatized by him.
And he says the country should stop talking about Jeffrey Epstein altogether.
But don't talk about it too much, because honestly, I don't want to take it away from us. It's really a Democrat problem. The Democrats were Epstein's friends, all of them. And it's a hoax. The whole thing is a hoax. And I don't want to take it away from really the greatness of what the Republican Party has accomplished.
But here's the problem. The Epstein story doesn't disappear just because one side wants it to.
Joe Biden didn't do anything, and it was Joe Biden's fault, and why wasn't Joe Biden? Joe Biden didn't campaign on y'all selves because the president campaigned on the Epstein files while we were campaigning on things such as affordability. And now everybody wants to act as if they want to have like a real honest conversation about the victims and the survivors and everybody else. Where was this conversation a long time ago? And I know that hypocrisy, I do want to point out, since we talking about Jeffrey Epstein, and I know that y'all love to go back and say that Joe Biden didn't do it. You know, Joe Biden is blamed for everything.
In a recent interview, President Trump flatly denied any connection to Jeffrey Epstein, insisting he was never involved, while repeatedly pointing the finger at Democrats, naming Bill Clinton, Larry Summers, Reid Hoffman, and others as people he claims were close to Epstein.
You look at this Reid Hoffman, you look at Larry Summers, Bill Clinton, they went to his island all the time, and many others. They're all Democrats.
Trump argues the government has already released 50,000 pages of documents, saying, quote, "No matter what we give, it's never enough." He compares the Epstein case to the JFK and Martin Luther King investigations, suggesting the public will never be satisfied.
Unfortunately, like with the Kennedy situation, with the Martin Luther King situation, not to put Jeffrey Epstein in the same category, but no matter what we give, it's never enough. You know, with Kennedy, we gave everything and it wasn't enough. With Martin Luther King, we gave everything and it's never enough. We've already given, I believe the number is 50,000 pages, 50,000 pages, and it's just a Russia hoax as it pertains to the Republicans now.
But critics say that comparison raises more questions than it answers, because unlike history, Epstein is not ancient. Survivors are alive, evidence still exists, and powerful names across both parties remain shielded from full accountability. Trump also frames the controversy as a political distraction, claiming it takes attention away from falling prices, energy policy, ending wars, and Republican accomplishments.
All I want for people to recognize a great job that I've done on pricing, on affordability, because we brought prices way down, but they're going way lower, on energy, on ending 8 wars, and another one coming pretty soon, I believe. We've done a great job, and I hate to see that deflect from the great.
He says Democrats are to blame for government shutdowns, economic damage, and now Epstein. Yet Democrats fire back with a different charge. They argue Trump once socialized with Epstein, praised him publicly in the past, and now wants the issue buried before it reaches deeper scrutiny. So here's the reality Americans are left with. 2 parties accusing each other, a dead financier who can't testify, a pile of documents still heavily redacted, and a public being told again to stop asking questions. And that's why this story won't go away, because when leaders say don't talk about it, people listen harder.